Summer for most of us has come to an end. So now we've got fall to look forward to. Some of us have kids in school, kids have activities, and we're trying to stick to or build healthier eating habits this fall. And Green Chef can help with that. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who can walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. And eating well doesn't have to be boring. You can feel your best and satisfy your cravings with adventurous eats made nutritious. You can discover exciting new flavors with recipes that feature certified organic fruits and vegetables, sustainably sourced seafood, and unique farm fresh ingredients like tart cherries, truffle zest, and rainbow carrots. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating clean with dinners that work for you, not the other way around. You can eat clean the easy way with recipes that help manage your weight and support your wellness goals without skimping on flavor. Go to greenchef.com/60reps and use code 60reps to get 60% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/60reps and use code 60reps to get 60% off plus free shipping. If you haven't tried Green Chef, please try it out. It's the #1 meal kit for eating well.
I'm gonna shoot you guys straight.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna shoot the listeners straight. I don't have to shoot you guys straight. You already know. I'm gonna shoot you listeners straight. Having a rough day.
Yeah.
No brain power. Tired. I was supposed to actually be flying to Thailand today. But hey, Jeanna, with our experience of, movie stuff, we know that whatever you can rarely count on
scheduling. Scheduling is not
you gotta be they're malleable.
I don't even know why they call it a schedule.
Yeah.
They should just be like, everybody show up sometime when I text you.
It should have the schedule. Yeah. And on top of it, just say, maybe not, more than likely.
More than likely not. That's annoying. Well, hi guys. Welcome to Between the Reps with Brooke, Jeanna, Devin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, it is morning.
I hope everyone listening to this is also listening to it in the morning, and maybe they're having a rough go too.
Yeah.
And then that way we're all having a rough go.
Yeah. They're like, we're tired too.
Yeah.
They probably had to get up earlier than us.
Yeah. With kids.
Yeah. They're like real struggles. And we're like, oh, I had to get up at 8
on a Sunday.
I know. Well, that just seems wrong. You shouldn't have to. You know what it is? I think my mom never believed in sleeping in.
Neither did I. Did mine.
Oh, it's so annoying.
I don't think me or any of my siblings were sleepers.
Well, I mean, I'm talking like on the weekend, your mom's going to make you get up at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
We weren't really allowed to do the cartoons and all that fun stuff.
Dude, I'd go over to if we didn't have school, it's a weekend, maybe we're on summer break. Definitely summer break. I'd be up really early,
Yeah.
Just my little bright eyes and bushy tail. It's up at 6 a.m. And I'd get ready, and my mom would everyone would get ready, and the house is up and jumping.
Yeah.
And I'd go over to my neighbor's house, see if my friend Casey Jensen could play. And knock on the door. And her mom Mary would answer the door, and I'd say, "Hey, can Casey play?" And she literally, she had 3 kids, she's a single mom. They always slept in. If they didn't have school, it was ample, and she would just let them sleep till 1.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I would leave.
I'm talking sleep until 8 or 9.
Yeah. No, dude.
Yeah.
This was next level.
Well, she had to get shit done.
Dude, I'd walk over, I'd knock, and it's quiet. Lights are still out. She's sleep.
Jesus, go home. Okay. Don't wake them up.
No, dude, 100%. As we got older, we always laughed about it. And then I'd come back an hour later. Can Casey play? Oh, then I'm still letting him sleep. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Look at the time. I go home she's still asleep. Can you believe it? Such a nice day. You're wasting it.
You're wasting this whole day. I know. I had cousins like that, and they would always come around the holidays, and man, they would just sleep. And my sisters and I would just be like, let's try to wake them up.
Yeah.
trying to be extra loud, trying to make them wake up. Yeah.
I remember when I lived in pretty much any house. I'm sure if anyone's been married can understand it, where you're maybe just annoyed they're still sleeping, and so you're in the kitchen like doing dishes, and you're just like clink, 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 clink. Oh, whoops! Dropped a Tupperware lid. Finally, they come out. They're like, "Come on!" You're like, "I was trying to be quiet."
Yeah, sorry.
I just kept being so.
You get all your beauty rest.
I was just fumbling everything.
I hope you're well rested.
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem is. My hand-eye coordination is just it's not working today. I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. I'll be quieter. Clink, 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 clink.
Garbage disposal. You're like,
or Jeanna,
this darn thing.
Dude, or if you have like how I really would do it. On my bad behavior.
You're plotting right now.
The first place I lived in Santa Cruz. The kitchen was upstairs, living room was upstairs, it was split level, right?
Yep. In your bedroom downstairs.
You'd be up there doing that, but you just be just every step you took
just
was like
stomping.
A heavy leg, just a heavy leg. You're taking the trash out.
It's okay, I got it. Don't worry. I'm up. Oh, your breakfast is ready. Yeah, I feel like that's like early on in a marriage, and then like you get to the point where you're just like, get up. I've been up all 4 hours. I've done this and and the kids. Get your ass up. Although I have to say, Nico was always the early riser.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That was more him to me.
Oh yeah, that's because you were kids. That's because Jeanna was always up till like 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, I'd be like up
something
till 2.
ridiculous. Yeah, that was your alone time. Was night.
When the kids were younger, or like like when I always call it like when you're in the thick of it, I didn't even really watch TV that much. It was just like, oh, I can like sit in the house by myself. It's quiet. I could get all my laundry done. Like that was so exciting.
That's how I am. I don't really like be productive though, but when I'm here. Because my nieces and nephews and family and kids got shit to do, places to be. And when I'm like, I usually around like 1 o'clock when I start like powering down. if no one's in the house,
I thought you meant 1 p.m.
That's what I meant.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Not 1 a.m.
No.
Oh.
1 p.m. I start powering down, and I'm like, "Oh no, it's happening! It's happening."
I'm kind of like that at like 3.
Dude,
I'm like a 3 in the afternoon.
It'll happen to me a couple times throughout the day, and then I'm done. 4 o'clock, I'm like,
oh my god!
And then 8 p.m. I'm like,
I know, what is that?
Back to life.
Yeah.
I always say that. I'm so tired right now, but I'm gonna get a second wind, whether I want it or not.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, like what kind of schedule is my body on?
You're like, oh shit, now I gotta try and sleep. Okay, I'll do a word search. I'll read.
A word search.
Gotten into word searches because traveling.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still do that. Remember that crossword one that we would do?
Oh yeah.
What is it called? I'll get stuck doing that, and then I cheat.
Dude, I play dots, and I'm so bad.
I'm so over dots now. I got to that point where I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
like I couldn't win anymore.
That's because you were way ahead of me on. Oh. Can you open it? Do you still have that game on your phone?
I do.
All right, you got to tell everybody what level you're on.
I think this one.
Okay, you guys, this
it's been game, so long since I've been on this.
And this is not an ad for this game. I know how people do ads for games. No, this isn't one of those, but it's called 2 Dots. And Jeanna, we started doing it a long time ago.
I quit a long time ago too.
But Jeanna it was like
I was obsessed.
It was a routine. Like you woke up in the morning and
yes,
sometimes you'd wake up kind of early and you didn't want to get out of bed yet. So we would just lay in bed. You'd grab your phone, play some 2 dots, and then we'd probably turn on the horror movie that we were watching the night before that we fell asleep to. We'd finish it. But I am on. Okay. I've been doing this for a couple of years, you guys. This is not a new game.
Yeah. What are you on?
1110.
Oh, okay. I quit a while ago. I probably quit like a couple of years ago, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think I'm on 2000.
Yeah.
34.
I love that everyone's thinking like, oh, Brooke's still doing it. Like she's done way more levels than you. I'm at 1,100.
Well, then we would play it,
and I still play it, but it's like I'll play it at random times, like on the airplane.
Yeah.
In like before bed. Sometimes it's like if I, like my ADD is going nuts and my anxiety is through the roof. It's like it gets my mind to focus on one thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That like, and my hands are moving. So it keeps me, I'm a child. It keeps me busy.
I know. This is that game. I remember when I got into, I think I quit doing 2 dots when I started doing that 3D match.
Yeah.
Remember the matching?
It is exactly. I couldn't play that because it stressed me out.
It stresses me out too. Remember I told you I went in, my blood pressure was through the roof and I never had high blood pressure.
You were playing that game.
I was playing in the doctor's office.
Explain that game because it's stressful.
It is like the dumbest game. Like it's the most simplistic game ever, but it gives you like a time limit. And it basically like, it shows like this claw and it like drops like,
it's like toys, like a bunch of different random items that are all
yeah. And as you go to more levels, you get more toys. So it's like, it starts out pretty easy, like where you've got like maybe like 20 of them. And then, so you match them. So you just find the 2 matches and you drag it down to the bottom and then you've got a match and then you go to the next one, but the clock's ticking and then it adds them. Now
and they're piled on top of each other.
Yeah. So you got to
every time you touch one of them, the items, it's like the other ones bounce, they move.
They bounce around. Yeah.
And if you can't see the match, you got to dig.
Right.
My clock is ticking.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see them and you're like, you're right at the end of the time and you pull, and as you're trying to pull your matches, you grab the wrong one and it bounces out and you got to keep trying to get the right one, just enough time.
Yeah.
And then the whole time you're just like, you finish, you're like, I'm never playing it again, but I got to try it one more time.
Dude, this is embarrassing though. Like, do you know what level I'm on that one? And I haven't played it for a while because it was too addicting. I was like laying in bed for way too long.
I do want to know, but I'm going to pull up mine too because I just want to see.
Okay, yeah.
I stopped playing way before you.
Yeah. Okay, what's yours?
It's opening up.
Okay.
Match 3D.
It's like it's so funny though. Like every time they'd be like, "What is that game?" And I was like, "Oh, it's kind of stupid." And then someone would take my phone and they're like, "Oh." And then it's the worst when somebody's over your shoulder because they can see the matches.
To you. If you think this one's embarrassing, I'm not even close. I'm like on level 24.
I'm laughing so hard. It's like a bully.
Loser. What do you didn't even try. You didn't even try.
Laughing at that was really that was a really aggressive laugh. You idiot, what a loser.
Summer for most of us has come to an end. So now we've got fall to look forward to. Some of us have kids in school, kids have activities, and we're trying to stick to or build healthier eating habits this fall. And Green Chef can help with that. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who can walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. And eating well doesn't have to be boring. You can feel your best and satisfy your cravings with adventurous eats made nutritious. You can discover exciting new flavors with recipes that feature certified organic fruits and vegetables, sustainably sourced seafood, and unique farm fresh ingredients like tart cherries, truffle zest, and rainbow carrots. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating clean with dinners that work for you, not the other way around. You can eat clean the easy way with recipes that help manage your weight and support your wellness goals without skimping on flavor. And with Green Chef, you're reducing your food waste by up to 23% versus grocery shopping. And Green Chef has helped me save so much time trying to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner or what I'm going to make for lunch. They have all sorts of recipes. They have lean proteins like turkey, sockeye salmon. They have tilapia, scallops, shrimp. With Green Chef, I can get ahead of the busy season with their convenient step-by-step recipes, including dinners ready in 25 minutes or less. Go to greenchef.com/60reps and use code 60reps to get 60% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/60reps and use code 60reps to get 60% off plus free shipping. If you haven't tried Green Chef, please try it out. It's the #1 meal kit for eating well.
No, this is embarrassing. That actually shows that you just don't spend as much time. 5,891.
I got over 2 dots. But that's 3.
But all that says to me is I have wasted so much time. So much time when I could have been like outside, I don't know, enjoying nature. Spending it with other people.
The word one that you have is wordscapes, right? It's
Yeah, wordscapes.
Mhm.
I'm on level 489.
489.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one I have too.
Well, okay.
Makes
So
me
I
feel like I'm
can't,
getting smarter.
so it does feel like that, but I will say I cheat on this game. If I can't get past one, like I'll let it sit and then like
What do you
go
do?
back
Take
to it
all
the
the
next
letters
day.
and Google them?
I Google it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I totally cheat. So my level, this is not like a level of skill. So if you're a wordscapes person out
This is
there,
a level of cheating.
this is a level of cheating. Because
Just so you know, this is how far you can get if you cheat a little.
I'm just saying, if there's like an avid wordscapes person out there and they're like, that's not the level you're really on. You're right. It's not. I'm on level 1331. 1,331.
Oh,
I mean-
wow, Jeanna. That's
It's not impressive because I cheat.
Yeah, but I would still say you're learning.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like I get stuck
You're
on one and
learning
I'm
new
like,
words.
I'm
You're
never
like,
going to
"Oh,
get
shit."
this. I'm never going to
Like-
get this one.
You Google it, you're like, oh man, I can totally see that now.
Yeah.
what level are you on, Brooke?
What did I just say? It was wordscapes. 489.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm 451.
You guys got to start cheating.
Apparently.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You can go. You can go to. It's called it's Unscrambler or something.
Oh my god. She's got the cheat codes. Listen, guys, all you got to do to pass that level is go to unscramble.
Well, you know, it's funny. I sat for a girl at the gym. I watched her son. I sat on her son. From the gym, she was having a hard time finding people. She got kind of like put in a position where she didn't have care for her son, and she's like, you know, trying to get her master's and, you know, single mom working. And I don't really know her son that well. I've only met him a couple times, but you know, he's like 8 years old. And so she dropped him off. I think it was last Saturday. It was like 6:30 a.m. You know me, the morning person. She's like, well, it's like 6:30 to 1. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're like, I can do it.
I can do it. No, super, super cool kid, super smart.
So
He's
he's
the only child. He's like 8 years old. He's kind of like tall for his age. So you forget like how young he is, but he's super bright. But anyway, he had like his Switch video game and he talks like really fast and he talks in all these terms that I have no idea what he's talking about.
You're like, hang on, let me unscramble that.
yeah. I'm like Googling. And I can't even remember the game that he was playing, but he kept wanting to tell me about it. And this is what's so funny. He bless his heart, you know, he comes to this house. He doesn't know me very well, you know, and it was so sweet that it was nice that she trusted me with him.
Mhm.
But she was like, you know, you've had 4 kids and da, 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 da. And like, we just kind of casually know each other at the gym. Anyway, so he gets here and he keeps calling me bro. Hey, bro. And I was like, Reiner, do you know my name? No. I was like, it's Jeanna. And then I'd like periodically be like, my name is Jeanna. And I'm like, but you can call me bro. Bro's fine. So anyway, he's on his Switch game and he's playing it. And he's like, oh, and if I get I get these 5 legendary horses. And, you know, I'm trying to like really like understand the game because I think he really wants to explain it to me. And so I'm like trying to have a conversation.
Tried to play it.
I did not try to play it. I don't think I probably would have lost something for him or whatever. You know, he's talking about all these gems he's got. And, you know, you gotta have so much stamina to like tame the horses and, you know, all this stuff. So I'm like really trying to
Like in a really advanced Oregon Trail.
Yeah. No, it's like a fantasy game. It's like, I'm sure it's a popular game for kids. I just can't remember the name of it. And so anyway, he's trying to get these legendary horses and he's going on and saying all this stuff. And I go, oh, so, okay. So are you is that how you're getting the stamina to get your legendary horse? And so I'm just like asking him questions and he kept going like this. Shh.
Like you're messing me up.
You're bugging me. Hey lady, hey bro.
You're like
bugging
me. Sorry.
Bro, shut up. So
I feel like it could have gone really well. I imagine like how I picture that, you know, it progressed to maybe him sitting on the couch, you sitting in the corner, you watching a show and him just being like just playing his game and you're just, you know, him like telling you to like turn it down.
He did tell me to turn it down.
Do I know you or do I know you?
Well, and I was watching I was like, oh, I can't watch my normal shows. So I had like Animal Planet on or something. And I was like really mesmerized by these bees. And I was like, whoa, these bees. And he just kept
look
going,
at these bees.
Whoa, these bees are crazy. And he's just like, shh.
Like, sorry.
No, he told me, he goes, that's really distracting.
Oh,
I was like, okay, sorry
about that.
No, he's really funny.
It's like you were babysitting a cat.
No, I know. It's like,
you know, it's like I can take care of myself and also like, you're like, oh, that was not cool. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna hang out over here. You let me know if you want me to.
Yeah, let me know if you need snacks or anything.
Yeah, you want a toy or
No, I was asking him, I was like, what do you like to eat? And he didn't really want to eat anything. And I knew I was taking him to the gym. So I was like, well, we got to eat. So you got like an hour. And I was like, what do you not like to eat? And so he's like telling me, and then he goes, and I don't like you. And I go, and I go, oh man, you don't like me? And he goes, well, no, I don't like to eat you. And I go, oh, good. That's a good thing. And he goes, unless I had to.
I mean, I like he's logical. You know, he doesn't want you. Like if like push came to shove.
I know. It was funny. I got to the gym and this guy, Andrew,
like, well, I hope we never get to that point.
he's like, how's it going with Reiner? I'm like, well, I think we're doing okay. You know, he said he'd only eat me if he had to. So, you know, I think we're off to a good start.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Bridesmaids when she's going on that date. And she goes to that guy's house and then he has the little boy with the glasses.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
yes.
Your hair
That's such a good part
your
that I
hair
always
looks
forget about.
burned.
Yes. Your hair looks burned.
Yeah. My mom's gonna kill you.
Kids are so funny.
And
I
she's
just found
just sitting there and he goes, you want to watch me dance?
Yeah. I totally forgot about the part. What a great part. Oh my God. It kind of makes me want to watch it again.
Part. I know.
Oh, you want to watch me dance? Oh, kids are funny like that. And then he was, so then, we came back, like we went to the gym, we came back, and then I'd gotten a car seat, for my granddaughter. And so he wanted to play with the box, and he's like, do you got a pen? And I was like, yeah. He's like, how do you spell transmorgifier? I was like, is that a real word? I was like,
I don't know.
So I'm just like making it up. And well, it's like something from Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, okay.
And so
You're
he
like,
was like,
let me sound it out.
Yeah.
T.
I was like, I'm gonna wing it.
Morgifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I-E-R.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And so he like writes it on there, and then like he draws this little dial thing on it. And then so basically he wants to get in the box, and then I'm supposed to pretend to turn it on, and then I got to pick an animal, and then he comes out as that animal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Fun game.
So we're outside, and he's like, but he's like directing me the whole time. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like pretending to turn, and I'm like, boop. And he goes, no, it doesn't sound like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So
you're right. That was wrong.
And he's got this little hole like out the top of the box, and he's like pretty tall kid, so like he's barely fitting in the box. So I'm like squishing him in there, but he's got his breathing hole, and he's like, he's got his face up to the hole, and he's like, that's not what it sounds like. Okay, now pick tiger. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, boom, tiger. And he's like, so he comes out and he's a tiger, And so anyway, we played that for a while. He was an owl. He was all these different things. And I'm trying to play with him. So I'm like, oh no, it's an owl. There's mice over there. He's like, I don't know, like anything that I would like put in there, he'd be like, I don't know, that's not what I'm doing.
Like, man, you're really bad at this.
I know. Like, am I really even part of this? I want to play.
Dude, I was just going to say, I can't wait till we play this.
I know.
All right. We got to make a transmorgifier.
We're going to make a transmorgifier. I still got it. It's outside.
I cannot wait.
But yeah,
it's the children's version of, oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me?
I would help you, but I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Oh, of an expression session.
Oh, yes.
When we play
different dances.
When we play our expression session game, and it's like, all right, we just pick a random song. All right, you got to be it.
All right, go.
Tiger.
Yeah. So
field mouse.
Yeah. So anyway, he got tired of that, and then his mom comes to get him, and he was pretty rambunctious when she got here, and she was like, I was telling her, I said something about him calling me bro. I was like, yeah, but he knows my name's Jeanna now. And then he went right into like, Jeanna, Pina poo poo. Like it went right into like the poo poo pee pee talk. And she was like, all right, that's enough. Like, that's enough. And I think he was just, I don't know. She goes, so did you have a good Saturday? He's like, it was the worst Saturday ever.
Fuck, man.
She's like,
it just keeps getting better.
I know. And she's like, she goes, Rainer, like, that's not very nice. And I was like, oh, it's okay. It's fine.
You're like, it really was. He's not lying to you. We had a terrible time.
I
could never get the right sounds right on the transmorgifier.
Yeah. So I just walked them out, and I was like, okay, bye, Reiner. Thanks for sharing the worst Saturday ever with me. I'll see you later.
He leaves, and you're just like, fuck.
I know. She's
like, I tried my best.
Yeah, I tried really hard.
I was just imagining.
That doesn't make me feel very promising for my grandchildren.
Worst Saturday ever. And I'm thinking, wow, in 8 years, this is the worst Saturday ever? Okay.
This is it.
I'll try not to take it to heart.
You're like, sorry, bro.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Like I was really off my game.
You, bro. No, I actually really enjoyed it though. It was fun, like playing.
Yeah.
You know, like I haven't played with kids. That sounds so weird. You guys, I haven't played with kids for a while. Ever since I got arrested.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you know, it's like when we used to just fuck with Maggie for hours on end.
mm-hmm.
She'd hide a bone and we'd find it.
Hide of the bone hiding.
Yeah.
We would
Literally, we did this for like 2 hours one day, dying laughing
I know.
because she would find it, and every time we would go find it, and she'd have to re-hide it. Her hiding spots got worse and worse.
Well, remember she'd hide it, and then she'd like kind of like
Nudge
watch you
Yeah.
getting close to it.
Yeah.
We just thought it was so funny.
We're
Do it
like,
again.
oh, what's over here?
Oh my
Maggie's like, motherfucker,
God, these motherfuckers.
nothing's over there. She's like, oh shit, they're gonna find it. They're gonna find it. And then you'd see her like in a little bit of stress because she'd have it in her mouth.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
She's
remember?
like,
Oh, they're looking at me.
So we'd have to
pretend
watching.
not to look.
we'd be like, all right, look away.
And then
You'd hear her toenails.
yeah, click, 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 click. Oh my God.
The last place she hid it was in the corner of the living room before my tree was there.
Yes.
And she puts it in the corner, and then she uses her nose as if she's like covering it with dirt.
Right.
And then she just walks away, and it's right there. We're like,
I know.
yeah, well, okay. Now we give. We give.
Yeah, you're not even trying anymore. You're not even trying
We're
anymore,
clearly ruining your self-confidence because you're like, nah, fuck it. There it is if you want to take it.
She's like,
Out of
worst
hiding
Saturday
spots.
ever. I hate going to Gina's house.
Dev, we were going to go over what's the worst advice you've ever given or getting.
Oh,
Gotten?
gotten. Yeah, I saw a
Getting?
thing
What's the
about
worst advice
that.
you ever getting?
Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon.
That's what I was going to say. We're going Brandon.
Brandon.
What advice you getting?
You guys are watching this. I was showing him my new T-shirt.
It says, let's go Brandon.
I got it at IFA. It's Brandon. If you're not watching it, like Brandon Cattle. Thought it was so clever and so funny, and I was like, perfect.
I'm getting
Because I'm a rancher.
I'm getting it.
Ranching.
Yeah, I thought about this
for
one,
shits
but
and giggles.
yeah, I don't I was trying to think about that, and I was like, I think it started out young. And when my mom would tell me, oh no, he's being mean to you because he likes you.
I was just.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You mean so all the Indian burns I've been getting at school?
I remember I came home with like, actually, this is when I was a little bit older. I had braces, and this kid, Randy, he like punched me in the face, and my lip stuck to my braces.
Oh,
And I had like a big old chewed up lip, and I went home, and I'm like telling my mom, and you'd think like, you know, a mom would get pissed. Not my mom. That's what she told me.
Like, he really likes you
He's
a
just
lot.
being mean to you because he likes you. And I'm just over there like, well, I don't think so, Mom.
Doctor, like, Mom. It really didn't seem like that. Your mom's like, oh, Jeanna, so dramatic.
Did you just spit your drink out?
Kevin?
Yeah, I just watched her go.
Now she's got to clean it up.
No,
Oh, God, that was so funny.
because seriously, I mean, like, who tells their kid that? Like,
My mother-in-law told me that. This isn't actually as funny.
my mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law told me. When they're mean to
That's
you because
fucked
they
up.
like you, that's fitting.
Oh my
My
God.
ancestor, she was like, the meaner he is, the more he loves you. I was like,
Stop it.
You're like,
You're like, I'm really having a hard time feeling the love part.
you're like, I can see where this came from. Why he's such an asshole.
Yeah, you're like, I'm
messed
you're like,
up.
I'm pretty sure I'm reading between the lines, but there's no love in there.
Okay, I can't take a drink right now. I'm gonna spit mine out. Oh my God. That is
The meaner he is to you, the more
Yeah.
that was the advice.
that was the worst advice.
That is the worst advice. Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Well, I've already told this story, but another one that came to mind was the when Ruby would scream all the time, and I was at my wit's end, and somebody said to put hot sauce on her tongue. Whoa! That reaction.
That wasn't good.
She dropped to the ground and drug her tongue on the ground and pissed herself. Like I had traumatized the fuck out of her.
Right, my sister's twins.
It was like why? Like I backed up and I just went, "Oh my God, what have
She's
I
like, no.
done? I've abused my child."
Next thing you know, she's crawling on
Crawling
the
up
ceiling.
the ceiling.
Oh no, I've done it now.
Possessed by. She's up in the corner. Oh my God, that was terrible advice.
Lacey's kids, she always did soap in the mouth.
Yeah,
And it worked for the older two, but the twins, they didn't care.
they're like, give it to me.
When they were little, like, 2 years old, when they were going to get spanked, they turned into it. Here, do it.
That's how Ruby was. That's why
yeah,
I
I
never
Really?
spanked her.
Mhm.
Yeah, I never spanked her. I did like twice, and she was like so unaffected. I used to be like, I can't use corporal punishment with this child. I would have to beat the shit out of her, and that's just not really the kind of parent I want to be.
Yeah, no, you hid yourself in the closet instead.
Yeah, I just hid from her.
Just hid from her.
She's out there.
I'm just calling for help. Somebody come help me. Well, then we went to we do timeout on the chair. So then she would do something wrong. And what I would do is I would take her she had like a little table and chairs in her room, and I'd pull the chair out into the hallway. Then she'd just have to sit there. And so she would do something wrong, and then she'd run straight to her room and pull the chair out herself.
Like, don't worry, I got it.
Put herself on timeout.
You're like, clearly this punishment necessarily isn't.
I don't know what to do with this child.
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
My sister's twins, I remember when they were a year and a half, maybe.
Mhm.
And they had got them these little trikes,
Mhm.
little bike things you kind of scoot on, right?
Yeah.
And they lived up north. And I remember we were up there and I was standing, Deegan, the little boy, it's a boy and girl. Deegan's down on the sidewalk. He's on his, and he's coming across the sidewalk, across the driveway. Brinley, sister, this one, she's up at the top of the driveway, and I'm watching her watch him. And here he comes, and she just cruises down the driveway and bangs right into him.
She's like, I'm going to take this motherfucker
She
out.
literally watched him, and she was like, yep.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Who's the better twin now?
Oh
They've
my
been
God.
like that their whole lives.
That reminds me of one time Nico, my ex, had got, can't remember what it was called, but it was like almost like a little scooter, but it had almost like a skateboard bottom, but it did have like a handle. It was like I can't remember what they were called, but they were like a little gas engine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd whip around on him, and he had just gotten it, and he was, and so it's, he's an adult. And so he's whipping up and down. And I can't remember if it was Jordan or Joey, and I don't know what possessed them, but they had their baseball mitt and they just threw it out. They threw
Like,
it.
watch this.
Yeah, that thing is going fast. Like they almost killed their father. And they just kind of went, and he just hit that thing. And like wiped out. The look on both of their faces were like, oh shit. Like what did you think was going to
He was
happen?
like immediately regretted their decision.
Yeah, like, oh, this will be funny. Watch, Dad will have to jump this. Nope, Dad wiped out hard. And Nico, I thought he was going to kill them. They just went, like they just ran different directions, like, whoop, gone. He was so mad at them. He had a bunch of road rash.
That's one of the scenes in Big Daddy when they go to the park and just throw the sticks at the rollerbladers.
Yes, with the bicycle.
And they eat shit, and the little kid starts jumping in the air.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Kids, man. Well, what's some of the worst advice you ever gotten, Brooke?
I don't know.
I know. I was like, I know I've gotten tons of terrible advice, but I've just usually ignored it.
Here's a funny one that I thought of the other day. I went to, when I was new to the area, I had to find a new doctor. And you know, a lot of doctors weren't taking new patients. So anyways, I went to this like women's health center, and I walk in, and it's like kind of like this old, Atascadero is like a weird area. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like an old house that's been converted into a doctor's office.
Yeah, we've actually, Jeanna, remember when Devin knocked her tooth out, we went down and got breakfast.
Oh yeah.
I think it's in that area, because there's a lot of those more like, it's almost feels like a little coastal town, like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up.
It's all right. No, it's old news. It's funny now.
I've been trying to forget that.
It's fixed now.
Yeah, she has
Jeanna, remember when you knocked Devin's tooth out? You broke her tooth.
I love that. That's
years
like a
trying to
stamp for us.
I know.
Remember when she knocked your tooth out? Yeah,
remember when it happened, and Devin's like, I think you knocked my tooth out, and Gina's like, me and Jeanna both were like, no. And she just goes, and we're like, oh my gosh, you did.
I felt so bad. I still feel bad.
So I go to this doctor, and this man that he reminded me of like Penguin from Batman.
Oh, I know that guy.
Oh no.
I know that guy.
I was like, oh no. And
was it like a female exam?
yes.
Oh
Yes. And
he's like putting his little flippers in you.
And has all those spiky teeth.
He's like, yeah.
It's like, you're like,
oh my God. Okay,
he
sorry.
waddles in. Sorry, keep going.
no, it's okay. It's okay. So managed to get through the exam. Like, it wasn't great. But then, so I'm talking to him, and Stephen was probably close to 3 years old. And so I was like, I still have weight that I want to lose. This is what he tells me to do. I need to eat blueberries, like just blueberries. I need to go on a blueberry diet.
Oh.
And lay out naked in the sun.
Oh, okay.
What?
That was his advice for weight loss.
Yeah, you know why? Because he had your address.
Yeah, he's your neighbor.
I was like,
yeah. He's like looking on the thing. He's like, oh, she lives right over the fence. You know what you got to do?
yeah. I was like, okay, Roger that. Let's never went back. Never,
like,
ever.
You're like, sorry, wrong clinic.
Oh my God.
My real name's Kevin.
I always love that story of you at the hospital.
That drunk guy?
Yes.
Have I heard this?
Yeah. But say it again, because it's funny.
I had a patient that came in that was just kind of a belligerent drunk, and walk up, and I'm trying to, get him settled. And he's like, I said, my name's Devin. And he goes, what? I said, my name's Devin. And he's like, are you a guy? Are you a transvestite? And I was like, yeah, my name's actually Kevin.
You said that?
Yes. And the moral of this story is if you don't have a nurse like Devin,
Yeah.
that's like that's what makes it fun. If I was going to work in the hospital, I'd want to work with Devin.
We used to have some fun.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if the three of us worked in the hospital?
Oh my God.
No, I didn't say what positions we would hold. We know what positions Devin would hold. Jeanna would be more like, I don't know, replacing like a bedpan.
Wiping asses.
We're just a part of Devin's like personal team. She calls you in. You're like, all right, here I come.
Yeah.
I got a juice. I'd be like, I got a juicy one for you.
Oh my God, gross. No.
And now we know why Devin left.
Yeah, I couldn't. I'd be like,
my last day was full of juicy ones. That's why I quit.
Yep.
On the spot.
I remember the phone call. I quit. And I was like, it's all right. We got it covered. We're going to figure this shit out.
I quit my job.
Yeah, man, you got to appreciate those people that do that shit. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Well, it was literally 22 years of it. Like, I was just done.
I remember Devin was like, she'd thrown her back out moving a patient for the last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, you
put in a lot of years. You put in a lot of good years.
Yeah. It's time to go when you're like trying to figure out how to crash your car on the way to work.
You're like, I really don't want to go today.
Just disabled enough to like not have to work anymore, but like not totally fucked up.
Yeah. I think that's a good time to say. I think it's time for me to move on and try and find a different career.
Yeah. I think I need a break.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Just driving to work and just be like, nope. You turn, go home. Well, all right.
We'll wrap this one up.
Yep, I gotta
skedaddle.
I gotta find it in me to start packing.
Ugh.
Packing.
Hate packing. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening.
Yep.
Don't forget to...
Sorry about my squeaky chair. Rate, review, subscribe. 5-star rating, 5-star warning.
Talk to you guys later.
All right. I'm like, okay, bye.